come to, boy. We're right on top of the rut here in Mississippi. We're gonna be hunting. We're actually staying at Togo, but we're hunting with one of our friends named Wyatt Adams, who owns a place called Swamp Donkey Properties, which borders Togo. So
got the most important thing.
Uh-oh, there you go, there you go.
Driving in, I was looking, I was like, hackberry, sycamore, pecan tree. I'm back on the river.
But the deer are just, I mean, rut any day. Next 2 or 3 days, you ought to bust wide open.
That's the thing.
All right, sound like a plan. Let's go get everything going, and we'll get going. Go meet up with Wyatt. So here we are on our first afternoon at Swamp Donkey. I do the north card, you do the south card.
I'm happy about either card.
I am too. I've known Wyatt for a long time, and he's a really, really intense manager, loves deer, does a lot for him. I mean, you can see there's a food plot in his backyard of his camp right here. I think we're in for a treat.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, good luck.
Good luck to you.
I'm gonna get my stuff on, and me and T-War are going north.
Y'all climbing or y'all ground blinding?
No, a ladder stand.
Okay, that's what we got to do.
All right, good deal. Good luck, Lake.
Good luck to y'all.
What Wyatt has us hunting on today here at Swamp Donkey is, you can see these nut-all trees, big acorn trees. They still dropping, especially this one right here. Several trees down there, just a great, you ought to see the trails. Look at this trail coming in right here. There's a deer. And there's a buck behind it. He's chasing it. Yeah. Yeah, he looks 3, I think. I take it as the river is just as happy to see us back as we are to see it. I'm not exaggerating when I say since we got in the stand till now, we have not been able to get off edge, you know. There hasn't been a let your guard down moment. We've been seeing deer from start to finish. What a super fun, warm afternoon here on Swamp Donkey. We saw 6 or 7 bucks. The oldest one I believe that we saw was 3.5. Several of them were 3.5. But they are showing the moves. You can tell it's just about rut time here in Mississippi. And seeing those young bucks, it's a beautiful buck. And go meet up with the guys and see what Lake Jordan saw. And man, what a fun afternoon.
From the DNA of 2 of the world's foremost hunting optics, the ultimate hunting machine is born. The all-new Fusion X range-finding binocular with an industry-first advantage. Its new active sync display fluidly morphs from black to red for max visibility in all lighting conditions, delivering hair-splitting 1-yard accuracy out to 1 mile, all inside a bright, razor-sharp optical system, ready to make you a tag-filling machine. By Bushnell.
At the core of all of us, there is a code, a roadmap that determines who we are. Our code is written in early morning sunrises and the anticipation of opening day. Our code is written by the moments that we experience with those we love the most. It's written by the feeling of our dirt in our hands. At Mossy Oak, our code is burned into every cell of our body. It's in our DNA.
At Savage, we know waterfowlers are a special breed. If you hunt, you know. Nothing gets in their way. Gear that outperforms harsh demands is the difference between a tired dog or an empty lanyard. Discover your rat cage. Only from Savage.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Black Gold and Ripcord.
The rest of my stuff's downstairs, buddy, and we'll head out.
Jordan and I are gonna go right back to where we were yesterday afternoon and saw all of those deer. But I know one thing, the anticipation's at an all-time high ever since all the action and chasing and cruising we saw yesterday.
From just what little we've seen so far with how these deer are acting, me and Jordan were talking about it. I don't think it's too bad an idea to just, well, we don't see any bucks right now, but I'm just going to grunt and can a little, see if we can't stir something up. From what we've seen so far, they've been pretty responsive, so. Troy and I got in here before daylight. This little buck's been right there ever since we could see. I saw another deer out there walk across the open, but I couldn't tell what it was. Right zone. Deer moving. That deer right there, Jordan. Come out of the corner. You see him right across the road?
Oh, right with that 8 point.
Yep, yep. A bunch of bucks chasing that one doe. Can you see him? God, there's like 7 of them. I can't even see the doe. I lost the doe. You see that big 7 point?
Yeah.
Let me try call to him. I can't kill him right there where he's at. He definitely heard it. He's still right there. All right, I see. The doe just stood up and bedded back down. He ain't gonna leave from right there. He ain't gonna go too far. Dang it, man. All right, he's right back where he was.
There's another buck coming from the left.
All right, I can get him right there. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Dropped. Pretty sure I anchored him right there. Look. There's you don't have to spin around. That doe that was bedded down that he was guarding, that doe got up and there's already another buck chasing her.
I gotta see this.
There's already another buck chasing that doe.
He's breeding her.
Is he really? Man, this morning, me and Jordan started here yesterday afternoon and we're seeing bucks everywhere. We called in bucks, we saw bucks chasing, and the wind held up. And so we talked to Wyatt and he said it'd be just as good of an idea, just come back in here this morning. That one buck that had her pinned up, we thought he was a 7 point at first, but he's got a little bitty point on his right side, I believe, that makes him an 8 point. Merry Christmas. Swamp donkey. Oh yeah, he's heavy. It's truly incredible to watch the deer behavior on a place like this time of year.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Christmas come early, man. Just a few days, but still a little bit early.
Ain't no doubt. Good job, man.
First light, we've seen some deer movement, some 3-year-olds chasing, and the activity kind of died off a little bit. Heard some turkeys gobbling, which you know I like.
Did you really? Yeah.
A lot, actually. And about that time, I hear a commotion, and I look over, and comes one doe and 7 or 8 bucks.
Get out.
Behind her, just chasing her and running around in circles. And finally, he kind of was running one other buck off, and he got just far enough out.
You look like you popped him good. Man, that sounds exciting. I can't wait to see that. And when you see 7 or 8 bucks and chasing a doe, you know the rut is wide open.
That's what we were saying. We're like, I don't know what else you could want.
When you sent that text about that y'all shot, and it was like 10:15. Yeah. Troy and I were looking at another spot. So it's on right now.
Oh, it's happening.
Congratulations, bro. Let's go get some breakfast up here.
Oh, yeah, I'm hungry. I think Jordan is too. I think everybody.
Jordan's always hungry.
You know what's fun with a bow? It's one of the oldest weapons in the world, and every year we are expected to build a better one. This year's product is to strive to get even more balance than we've ever had before. The sight, the stabilizer, the quiver, we're looking at how that all melds together into a package that feels ergonomically like one unit. And this is where the V3X has really come in strong.
One arrow says it's super straight. Another is extreme straight, whatever that means. So, what's true? Every arrow comes straight out of the box, but only one stays straight. In the truck, through the air, out the rib cage, and into the dirt. Shot after shot. That's gold tip straight. Start tough, stay true.
You're looking good, buddy. You're looking good.
I know it. Thank you.
You're looking as good as you can.
All of us at Primos are proud to be a part of the Drake family of brands. They make stuff for whatever we're hunting, whenever we're hunting, hot or cold. I love Drake. Drake, always in season. Blake and Brad had a morning they will not soon forget, right here at Swamp Donkey Property. And once back at camp, the stories were flowing about how much we all miss the river bottoms of the mighty Mississippi. And to top off the morning, Chef Terrence McLeod had a little surprise for the guys that was way more than they deserved or could handle.
I don't even know how to eat something this fancy.
To have a hunt like we had this morning, so y'all could have fed me like stale cereal and I'd have been happy, but now I'm really happy.
Man, it's nice. Y'all spoiling us, Wyatt. That spot Troy and I going that we looked at earlier, whew, does it look good.
Look good?
Well, but don't set it, but the way this wind is, we're gonna get right on one end of, actually got several nut trees around it, and then we're just gonna put a stakeout blind and get on this end with this southeast wind.
Popping up them little stakeout blinds, that's fun.
So we're just gonna back up. That stakeout blind's so easy and fast.
That's what I say, you can be so quick and versatile with that thing. I'm kind of excited because where Wyatt has Jordan and I going, we're going on a big food plot.
Okay, that's how this one is.
Which is so, yeah, and we're popping a blind up there. See, because he's got a box stand in there, but the wind's not right for it. We get on that end with the pop-up blind.
That's the neat thing about having them, you be mobile.
Be mobile.
All right, but we're gonna ease on because we got a lot of setting up to do like y'all do. So we'll y'all get them, and I guess we'll see you here after dark. Every deer Troy and I've seen buck so far, one really big shooter, great looking buck. They're coming in the left, they're going out the right, or coming in right, going out the left back in corner. But I'd rather get on that point right there and no more than these things weigh. We can be moved and over there, just go around that edge right there and be set up in 10 minutes. Let's do it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got a chase happening, coming right at it. Well, no going away from us. That's a doe, though. There comes that buck. It's 6 point. You see?
It's about 20 minutes after 4. The field just at one point just decided to come alive. There's an 8 point. I'm out here. I'm talking to you. They don't get any prettier than that big dude. I'm kind of wishing now, since Brad hasn't, killed his
not his trophy buck, his non-management buck yet. I wish he was sitting right here. Whew. Right now, though, I'm honestly just having fun watching that big 8. He's chasing does around and doing the thing.
You just come out way this side by the oak trees on my left. Yeah, that's not a shooter there. Here comes another one. Yo, no. Here comes a 6-point down the honey buck. No, there's a different 8-point there, young 8. Ain't no telling how many bucks we might see come out of that bull's over with. Now that right there is run action at its finest. I've never heard a buck make so much noise. He was wore out. That's a fun time there now. It don't get no better than that.
And it don't.
You know, for people like all of us that love I call it the whitetail game, because it's not just a 4-week deal anymore like when we were kids. We're talking about, I mean, it's a year-long thing. You're doing stuff all year. We do stuff all year, and but the reason, one of the things that sure is rewarding to do it, and then have this week right here to see what we saw today.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was talking to Jordan in there. I said, man, the situation we're in, I was like, we have not seen a management buck. And we're sitting there looking at both of those 2 deer, you know, and I shot my trophy, you know, like I said, it was, you can't sit in that blind and you're not going, man, I can't shoot that deer. You're just sitting there going, golly, look at all this. You know, it's just.
Your biologist and our biologist, they say this is the most prolific deer herd they've ever encountered in the South.
Yeah, there's between y'all and me and about 20,000 acres right here. And I think they all agree that from what they've seen, it's the most prolific that they've seen.
The buck-to-doe ratio
is
pretty strong now. Man, that's pretty special. I'll tell you something else that's pretty special. That man up there that does that cooking.
I've been thinking about supper since breakfast.
Man, that's awesome, Wyatt. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The only shooting stick with one-handed trigger pull adjustments has a new way to keep you at the top of your game. The Trigger Stick Apex. Built for sturdy support that adapts to unforgiving terrain with easy adjustments to make your big shots. With our DuraSteady 3-piece carbon leg design and interchangeable rock-solid clamp, nothing tops the Apex. The Trigger Stick Apex, only from Primos.
Primos Hunting introduces the new and improved soft-sided bow case. Our redesign is the new standard in protection for your bow. New hidden backpack straps, multiple D-ring attachments, 7 accessory pockets, and the new hard case quiver holder. The Primos soft-sided bow case has it all for bow hunters. Check it out at primos.com. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Tight Spot Quivers.
get our stuff on. Go back to our little spot over on Wyatt's on Swamp Donkey. And if we see anything like we did yesterday, it's gonna be a fun morning. Man, it was in deer rut yesterday. Goodness gracious.
There's a deer coming right at us, right in the middle. Small buck. So I saw a deer run by, and I grunted 2 or 3 times. And 30 seconds, that deer was coming at us. That ain't the one I saw running because he came from the right. I like it. It's happening.
We're still currently on either management buck watch or doe watch. Really, really hoping we get a text or something that's saying Brad is killed.
I don't know how many bucks is back there. They're all in that back corner, going nuts. I'm looking at 6 bucks right now. Man, they're going crazy back there. I don't know how many deer we've seen this morning. Dang, there's a shooter 8-point. That's a big deer right there. Up under the cypress tree. Yeah. And that's a big buck right there. Holy moly. Now that's the doe that came from the right. And he just came out. Going to the right. They hearing it. They ain't gonna leave that doe, I don't think, though. Not the big one, anyway. All them other deer went over. Most of them went back to the left. You ain't seen that big one no more, have you? No. All them bucks are somewhere in here. Deer right there in that thicket, Troy, right there. I just saw a glimpse of a horn. There he is. It's that same one from earlier. That one with no brow tines, real white horned. He's coming out right here. I'm just gonna let him come. I'm gonna go shoot when I can. Is that okay? Okay. You just call me off if something happens. Matt. Did you see him fall today? Okay. He got behind that tree on me. I knew he wasn't going to go far, but I had to ask you that. What a way to end. Seriously, I've had the opportunity to deer hunt places for 30 years. Man, I'm getting old. And I have never in 30 years can remember having a morning any better than Troy and I had today. I am truly thankful, and this was deer hunting at its finest. I mean, this property that Wyatt has, Swamp Donkey Properties, literally what he's done from a development, from a management, and what he's created here is really, really pretty daggum special, no kidding. And why go traveling miles and miles when you can shoot the kind of deer here in the Mississippi River bottom? It's incredible. Get that big old bruiser. I kept calling him a 6-point, but he's just no brows. You know, that'd be a management buck here at Swamp Donkey. And it's just so many deer, as you have seen, that it gets to be a point where you have to reduce the number of the mouths on the place. And any deer typically that's 3.5 and older, that's 7 points and less, that swamp donkey is considered a man's buck. I've called him a 6, but he's just an 8-point with no brows. And to make it all better, got a text from Lake. He shot and I don't know how wide. It looks like a really wide management buck too, because he shot his management buck too.
What? Jordan, that's a different buck. You see him? That may be our deer. Big 7-point. Merry Christmas again.
I'm gonna tell you what, 41 years of hunting, I never had a hunt better than that. We saw 20 to 25 bucks. You'd see 4 or 5 chase a doe this way, and then see 2 or 3 more run into them, and it was just
fun to watch is what it was.
And that's not me just talking, because we got the video to back it up. Whether a deer scores 100 or 200, when they're mature like that and it gets your blood going, that's the trophy in my eyes.